resources by using a decision model that prioritizes spending. Ask whether this proposed spending is something we want, we need, or have to have. So let's categorize our expenses. We will prioritize always those expenses that must have or have to have. Then next na lang yung need to have or good to have. And then if we have a surplus, we can go with the want to have or nice to have. Kasi dito sa want to have or nice to have, most of the time, mga preferences na lang siya. Pwede namang, like, for example, brand ng laptop, pwede naman tayo dun sa hindi mas mataas na brand, yung lot. So, tingnan din natin. Depende rin sa budget. Pero syempre, as good stewards, kung kaya naman nung mas lesser na cost, pero ma-deliver naman yung kailangan natin, doon tayo sa must have or need to have. And if we say in finance, when we say no, it doesn't mean na no agad. Minsan we just have to wait kung sa tayo na meron na tayo funds to purchase, for example, yung acquisition or push through with an activity. Kasi lalo pag wala sa budget, ang hirap for us to adjust. Nakita nyo kanina yung puzzle. Puzzle na siya, nabuo na yung puzzle. If there's an expense na wala sa budget, most likely, makakat yung iba dun sa puzzle. So, hindi na siya yung buong picture. So, if sometimes we say no, baka pwedeng mag-antay. Pero of course, nakikinig naman tayo kay Lord, diba? There are activities na talagang instruction ni God. And karoon talaga na agreement between dun sa ministry heads and finance. So, hindi naman siya flexible din lang tayo sa budgeting. Pero we have to pray. Number 4, so why spending decisions? Emergency funding. Ito, na-appreciate talaga namin to during lockdown. Allocate a percentage of the budget to emergency funding. So, hindi lahat pupusin natin. Set aside a percentage of revenue to an emergency fund bucket. This fund must grow every year after year so that financial resources will be available when unexpected major expense or financial emergencies arise. So, naramdaman natin yan nag-lockdown. And we really appreciate na si Sir Rico, he would really instruct us every time na tapos kami with account, you set aside. So, meron talaga tayong emergency funding. And hindi po kami talaga makapaniwala. God talaga. Sustain po yung mga needs ng church. Nakapagbigay pa rin po tayo ng support kahit medyo lakat. But we still have the funds to give out support. Ang staff, tuloy-tuloy po ang sweldo. So, praise God for wisdom. So, number 5, financial reporting. So, part po ng stewardship is financial reporting. Providing systematic financial reporting will help the leaders see how the church is performing and adhering to the budget. So, important po that we provide reports. So, yung mga finance people po ba, nagpo-provide tayo regularly na reports?
Yes.
Kailangan nakikita po ng mga pastors natin yan kasi tool yan for them to decide. Okay, who are the audience of financial reporting? So, iba-iba po ang financial reporting audiences. We have the management and the leaders. So, ano dapat ang report? Report should contain the consolidated financial performance of the church as a whole. Sa mga lead pastors natin, we provide this kind of report. Sa mga banks, if we're going to natin maiwasan, there are times you have to borrow from the bank, the report should be more detailed. So, may mga financial analysis yan, percentage ratio, proportion, mga ganun na siya. Ministry and department heads, when we when we are reporting to our ministry and department head, syempre, yung report should contain information relating to their department lang. So, yun yung mga audience natin. So, ano yung characteristics ng mga reports natin? Ito, na-explain ko lang sa inyo ito ng medyo mas mababa when you want it in details, pwede po namin kayo, i-accommodate naman namin kayo for consultation. We have consultant also. I would like to recognize also Sir Tonet. You can also ask him, galing siya sa, he's a CPA, and he's assisting us, yung mga network churches is starting to assist. Walog na mo? Wala nga. So, pag medyo may mga kailangan po kayo sa EIR and SET, you can ask Sir Tonet. Regardless of the audience, the financial report should be easy to read. So any person studying the report will understand your organization's financial picture. Especially po if we're going to give our reports sa finance people. Take note of this. If we're going to give the report, to show the report, or present the report to our pastors. Siyempre, iba po yung naman si Sir, yung wiring. Huwag kayong maglalagay ng report or mag-present ng report na medyo matataranta sila din sa mga numbers na ang dami na hindi nila maiintindihan. Come up with a report na ma-appreciate naman nila. Kasi di ba accounting is an art? Sino pumunta talaga dito mga accountants? Yung alam na ang yung language ng accounting, yun di ba? Accounting is an art, a science and an art. Doon tayo muna sa art. Para kasi na-appreciate ng mga leaders natin yung pinapresent natin report. Be brief and to the point so that the person studying the report doesn't get lost in the details. Pag medyo mahaba na yung mga worksheets, baka mahilo na tayo, mahilo na si Pastor. The financial report should cover all the activities of the organization. So, ideally, every time matatapos, when we have an activity, we have an activity, meron tayong ipo-provide na report. Yung sources of funds, yung activity na yon, and how we have dispersed those funds. Meron tayong report doon. So, sources, less uses, andun yung if we have a surplus or deficit. Pag deficit kasi, ibig sabihin nun, may nakuha tayo from the general fund na dapat natin maibalik. So there should have a comparison, such as a budget or data from a corresponding period of the previous year. The financial report is prepared in a timely manner. So kung ang activity, for example, itong New Life Conference, so we have to provide Pastor Giselle the report agad. Hindi namin ibibigay yung report ng result ng sources and uses ng NLcon funds sa 2024. So dahil magbabakasyon daw kami, siguro mga end of September, we'll provide Pastor Giselle. So ganun po, kaya minsan makikita niyo ang finance team nag-overtime. And maraming manik ang kinakain po namin, tsaka mga nachos, para gumagana yung mga utak namin. Next, safeguarding church assets. Ito na po yung internal control. The board, along with the finance committee, is responsible for ensuring that there are proper financial controls of church assets, be it cash or non-cash assets. So, kahit po we say na we operate sa trust, importante lang po to protect the integrity of the finance people. Meron pong internal control na nakaset. Okay, what is an internal control or operational control? These are policies, procedures, and safeguarding measures that protect the church's asset by preventing fraud, errors, waste, and inefficient use. Of course, towards tayo, dapat maingat po tayo. We are very, very careful with the treasures entrusted sa atin. So, we must have these policies and procedures. So, these are examples of internal control. Number one, separation of duties. This prevents a single person from initiating and seeing a transaction through to completion. So siya na yung nag-receive, siya pa yung nag-disperse. Do you think may internal control doon? Kahit pa sabihin natin trustworthy yung person, siya lang ang may control ng whole transaction, na hindi natin siya napoprotectionan. So we have to establish this separation of duties to preserve the integrity ng staff din. Diba? Talaga trustworthy naman siya eh. Trust her, but para hindi na rin siya pagdudahan.
Checks reconciliation.
You conduct independent checks and reconciliation. So ito yung tinatawag namin check and balance. So, for example, sa finance, iba ang hinahandle ni Kevin, iba ang hinahandle ni Daniel. So si Kevin, siya yung nag-receive, and si Joyce. Si Daniel, sila, and Miss Juliet, sila nag-disperse. So, and also, may check and balance, sila Miss Juliet, they will do bank reconciliation. So ito, nakakahilo to, lalo na we have online banking. So, mamaya, we'll also discuss the manual and computerized accounting system. So number 2 in internal control, establish written guidelines for properly handling church properties and funds. Example, require 2 signatories on all checks. Dapat nakalagay yun dun sa manual nyo. Have a manual, come up with a manual. Para yun ang magiging reference nyo, basis nyo. Kahit magpalit-palit ng staff, yun yung babalikan. Kumbaga sa Bible, sa finance, yun ang Bible ng finance. Yung manual. Handling of offerings and cash receipts is controlled by at least 2 people. So, nga yung example natin. Kaya sabihin nyo, parang ang dami namin sa finance. Kasi nga, in-establish namin yung distribution or separation of duties, tsaka yung no 2 persons, yung check and balance. No single person handles everything. Kaya ang dami nating transactions, ang dami na nating network churches. Our planning, marami kami ding naisip how to assist the network churches. Later siguro po, pag gano'n isa-isa ko kayo, we can share that. So it's number 3, conduct an annual financial audit by an external accountant or auditor. So yearly, some of the churches, mag-gather kami sa isang place, lagi kami nasa Tacloban, thank you Pastor Ram. Nanggugulo kami lagi doon. Doon kami gumawa na books review. We're not actually auditing. Nagre-review lang kami ng books, ng processes, and how we can help yung mga network churches natin. So, books review, tapos mag-prepare ng mga audited financial statement na required ng PIR. So, internal control is a must for the church for this hour because it protects our integrity. Yan ang pinaka-importante sa atin sa finance, yung integrity. Naantok na po ba kayo? Pwede tayo mag-exercise. May I ask for 3 finance people from different, 3 finance